everyone, it's Tani Games here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with a top 15 review of some of my favourite snaps that I voted on this week for the parade challenge. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is Tuesday today, and I've only just been able to get enough snaps to do this. But today was a cracker of a day for voting. I think up till this point I had about 3 or 4, and I've managed to gain another like over 10 just from today's voting. So today was absolutely cracking. So I wanted to show these off because I think they are awesome snaps. I loved giving each of these snaps a vote, and yeah, it's just fun to kind of showcase some of the incredible snaps we come across. So yeah, that's all I really want to do. So let's take a look at these. Okay, so we're going to start off here, and this is actually Cradle's submission. I was so excited to find this. I technically have 16 snaps to do because I finally got to my 15, voted, and then up popped Cradles. And I was like, okay, well, I have to include Cradles, of course. So this is Cradle Snap. I have found 2 snaps from people that I recognize. 2 this week. So that's amazing. I love being able to vote for community snaps. But yeah, I have talked about this in the Dream Snap review video, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But a wonderful, wonderful snap. Then we have this snap, which I love the angle of this snap. We're so kind of like close to the floor, so sort of zoomed in, but there's a lot of depth. I love this parade stretch. You know, we've got Vanellope at her car, we've got Stitch at his, we've got Oswald at his, well, trolley and spaceship, whatever you want to call it. You know, we have villagers on this side watching the parade. We've got cameras recording it. We've got balloons. We've got gorgeous floral elements and things like that. We have Ariel and Eric at their carriage. We have Jasmine and Aladdin at their camel here. So you can see the parade stretches on really, really far. And I just thought this was so fun, and it's such a unique angle. We rarely get snaps that have this kind of perspective because of the fact that the camera is so difficult to work with and limiting. So I just think this is fantastic, and I do truly think that this is a wonderful snap, and I love the outfit. Then we have this snap, which I came across, which I thought was really, really nice. In some ways, it feels simple. Like, it doesn't feel over the top. There's not too much sparkle in this or anything like that. Not too overwhelming with bright lights. But I love the kind of, there isn't a symmetry with it, but kind of like the jewelness of this. Like, we have 2 of the jasmine fountains. We do have the symmetry with the balloons, but we've got, for instance, Simba here and Nala. We've got Aladdin and we've got Jasmine, so that sort of duality. We do have the Cobra statues in the background and then some of the homes, but it just looks really cool. It's really fun and creative, and I really enjoyed giving this snap a vote. Then we have this submission here, which this one was a close call. It was paired up against the snap that was pretty much just as good. I really, really struggled between the 2 of them. I really did. And it was just kind of like the colours on this one that drew me in. But it was tough. This one was up against some real tough competition. But yeah, this was a beautiful snap. I really liked how we could see kind of like the parade floats behind, you know, Stitch's car, the Toontown car, the not elephant, the camel statue, the blimp. You know, I love this long pathway here and all the villagers on the side and the confetti. It just really reminded me of a parade, and it looked so fun and enjoyable, and I love the outfit. Next up, we have this snap. Now, this snap didn't have as much of a kind of parade float vibe as what some of the others have had, but it definitely did have a very strong kind of like festival celebration vibe. We've got the Ferris wheels here. We have all the balloons, the blimps and stuff like that. The way they've decorated with the homes here as well. So we've got like the park's entryways here. We have the Corona Castle. We have Aladdin and Jasmine's home. We also have Mount Olympus up here. So obviously you can see this is taken in Mythopia. That's how they've got that in the background, but it just adds a lovely bit of depth to the shot, which is very nice. We've got all the stalls, we've got a lot of characters here, you know. Mickey and Minnie look great in their outfits, same with Donald and Daisy, and obviously Jasmine and Aladdin look fantastic too. And we do have Beast and Sully in the background as well, so it just made a really fun and enjoyable snap, which I did really like. Then we have this submission, and obviously this is one of those blinding shots. There's so much light going on here. We have the archway, we have like a trio of Ferris wheels. There's so many fireworks going off in this submission. We have glowing candle lights as well down low. We've got the lanterns. We've also got a bit of framing of the shot with this archway. You can sort of see the blue beads coming in. So yeah, very powerful and bright shot, but I loved how they gathered so many villagers together. You know, we've got Belle, Tiana, Rapunzel, Aladdin, Olaf, Jasmine, Sully, Mulan, Ariel and Anna here. So a lot of villagers gathered together to enjoy the parade, and of course we do have the sort of almost like a parade stage behind. You know, we've got this archway, we've got the peacock display and things like that. So this looked very cool, very creative, and I like the outfit. Then we have this snap as well, which again kind of didn't give me massive parade float vibes, but it definitely had those celebratory vibes, which I really liked. I loved all the colour within it. You know, the balloons, we've got pretzel stands, we've got refreshment stands, we've got all the villagers gathered here today. So that was quite nice to see, this gathering of those villagers. Yeah, it's just really cute. I really like it. I love the outfit, love the expression on the face, love the lighting here. Yeah, I think this is a really fun snap, really nice to see. And of course we've got Wally here, which is super adorable. Then we have this submission here, and I love the colours in this. The vibrancy from these topiary items. So we've got the peacock one. We've also got this tree item, which is from doing the tapestries. It's the tangled item. You know, lots of gorgeous foliage, the multicolours with the lanterns, the confetti sprinkling throughout the shot, the lining of this walkway here with these candles as well, which obviously worked to trap the villagers in quite nicely too. I love the rugs that you've used lining this pathway as well. I think it looks beautiful, and the castle off in the background there. This is absolutely gorgeous. The colours are so vibrant, so beautiful. I really love this. I love the hair choice as well. Obviously this hairstyle is one of my favourites. It's one that I use quite regularly. Even though recently I've had the kind of like the little plaits, but that's just because it's a new hair. But this is still one of my favourite hairstyles, and I love how you've matched the kind of colouring of the hair to the outfit, which is very nice to see. And obviously gathering all these villagers, fantastic work. And then we have this submission here, which again, really fun, vibrant and colourful. Lovely use of the lanterns and the balloons here. I really liked how you angled some of the cars, so you kind of get to see them a little bit better, but also it creates a bit of motion, a bit of movement. So we've got Oswald's car pointing off this way, we've got Stitch's that way, we've got the fire engine this way. So it really does create a lovely sense of movement. We, of course, have the villagers lining the walkway here. We've got Merida, Moana, Merlin, we've got Jasmine, we've got Ariel, Tiana, Ursula. I think that's Ursula. Yeah, we've got Anna, we've got Rapunzel, and someone else is here. Is that Mother Gothel? That might be Mother Gothel. But yeah, it's wonderful. Great line in the streets. I think Mirabelle's house is lovely here as well. Adds a lovely bit of vibrancy and colour to the submission. And the Beauty and the Beast castle in the background. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, just a wonderful submission. And then we have this snap here, and this is very loud and in your face with its colors. Not in a bad way. I think this is kind of the challenge, to really get out there and give it your all with all the colors. So we've got the up balloons, we've got the up ride, but again, kind of creates almost like a parade float vision. Same with the peacocks here. We do have some villagers dotted around. I do see Vanellope here. I believe this is Jasmine as well. Vanellope's cars look wonderful here. Again, that angling, very great, creating that motion and movement. The colour on the fences, the colour from the balloon arches, the colour from the outfit. I love that outfit. I think the outfit's great. It's just, yeah, it's an absolute blast of colour in your face, but it's just so fantastic. And like I said, for this challenge, for this Dream Snap, this is kind of the challenge to do it in, and it was just so wonderful to see. Then we have this submission here, which again, we've kind of got this parade stretch of road here. So we have the ice cream cart here, we have Vanellope's car, we've got the Oswald trolleys, we've got the aerial carriage, we've also got the pumpkin carriage in the background. I do see also the camels, we've got a lion statue, so a lot of elements here to act as floats and carts and things like that for the... What is my cat doing? I have no idea. He's just suddenly started causing a fuss. But yeah, all the elements here work brilliantly. Your character at the front of the shot. We've got the villagers down the side, you know, to watch and observe the parade, which is really, really nice to see. Very colourful. And I like how you've sort of used, like, because it can be really difficult to control villagers sometimes. The fact that you've used like the Sorcerer Mickey mannequins, the plushies, you know, the popcorn buckets, the aliens, you know, the Snoggy plush here, the Oswald like little clocks. It creates the sense that you have people in the parade with you, people marching along in the parade, which I just think is fantastic. You know, you may not be able to control villagers, you may not be able to get them to work, but to utilize items like this, plushies, decor, to act as almost like villagers or people that would be marching through the parade is brilliant. And I love that creativity. And then we have this submission here. I like this one. It is quite simple, but it's very clear and straightforward to the point. It's very bright, very well lit. You know, we've got rows of balloons, we've got the fencing, we've got your character, we've got like a parade float behind you, and we do have Jasmine here as well. I do, of course, wish there wasn't a nightfall on, but other than that, it is quite beautiful, and I love the way you've done these balloons here and the Ferris wheel behind it. I just think it adds such a lovely sense of colour as well as design. And then, of course, we have Doodle's submission. I have talked about Doodle's Snap in the Dream Snap Discord review video that I did. This was beautiful. I was so happy to give it a vote. As I said, I've talked about it already. If you want to hear my in-depth thoughts, then feel free to watch those Discord reviews. But yeah, it was such a joy to vote on Doodle's Snap. And then we have this submission here. I love the colour in the hair. I love the vibrancy of it. Honestly, I think that's such a good touch. It's another way to kind of enhance your snap. When it comes to things like this, obviously it depends on the theming, but changing the colour of your hair from like a neutral brown or blonde or whatever it may be to put those vibrant streaks of colour through can really highlight an outfit or a theme, and I just thought this was wonderful. The way you've got the cobra statues here acting like a parade float, even the mountain, what's it called? Chernobog's mountain. Genius, such a creative idea. Would never use that item, but it works really well. We've got the streets here lined with the villagers. Again, wonderful to see. Great work with the foliage and the decor. Absolutely gorgeous submission. And then we have this submission. This was probably the second submission I came across when I was trying to gather 10 for this video, and actually ended up with 16. But yeah, this was gorgeous. I loved the cypress trees in the background. The greenery of this really drew me in. But what I really liked was you had like the peacock float. I mean, I know it's a topiary, but a lot of us have been using it as a float item. You've got Sully here, you've got Pumbaa here. So it really feels like a staggered pathway of the parade marching through kind of thing. You know, you're there at the front, you've got Pumbaa just behind and Sully. You've also got Stitch here, but then you've got the villagers on the side. You know, you've got Mirabelle and Jasmine here. You've got Mike, you've got Merida, Ariel, Gaston and Rapunzel. So you've got those villagers observing the parade. We do have a lot of sparkle with the fireworks and the confetti going off. So it's a really fun submission, and I like how it's framed with the balloons here as well. And then our last snap for my favourite submissions that I've got to vote on this week for this challenge is this snap right here. Love that outfit. I love the archways. The way you've done the archways is so good. You've actually reversed them. So usually the stars are at the front, but here they're kind of at the back, and it just, I don't know, there's just something really cool about it to see something from a different perspective. We've got the pathway here for the parade float. You know, we've got this item here. I forget what this is. It's Wally item, I do believe. It's from the tapestries, I think. Is it? Is it a tapestry item? I forget, but it acts as a table, but you've kind of got the villager statues on there. We've got Beast watching the parade. We've got Hades, Flynn, and Vanellope. We've got all the balloons. It's just so vibrant and so colourful, and it was just a really nice submission to vote on. So there you have it. That was my favourite submissions to vote on this week for the challenge. I really had a lot of fun voting towards the end of the week. The beginning of the week was a hard slog. I really wasn't getting the good snaps come through, or it was kind of like 1 in a million, and I didn't enjoy it. But Tuesday, what a joy, what a blast. Absolutely fun to vote on them. So I really enjoyed it. Anyway, I hope you like seeing this rundown of my favourite submissions of the week that I've voted on. If you recognise any of them that I perhaps don't know who created them, if you know who created them, let me know in the comments down below. But I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!